Hey, what's going on, y'all? This is your boy Sean Fraser, aka Aaron Cruz. If anybody want to know why I'm Aaron Cruz, it's mainly because I started an LLC of Aaron Cruz a little while ago. So, pretty much this video is for Philly wholesaler, Iman. Um, you know, I remember you wrote me. You said that you're very keen as far as your appointments, salon, making sure professional, and I'm really not good at that. I've really never had. That's the main reason why I started outsourcing because I actually used to be late for motivated. My appointments were motivated sellers. Like it was bad. I remember I was like hours late. Oh, it was just crazy. I remember they called me like, "Where you at?" Like, "Oh, I'm almost there. I'm almost there." She's like, "Why you not here yet?" I'm like, "Well, I can't. I don't got that Men in Black vehicle. I can fly over traffic. I only can go as fast as the person in front of me is going." But at the end of the day, I should have left earlier. So but I do have a big excuse though. I was drinking some Seagrams and some Jose Cuervo tequila blizzard gold, and I still got some more in there. I'll drink some more when I'm done this video. Pretty much want to do this video just be for you and to everybody else out there. What am I gonna say? Okay, 24 years old. Went to community college. Um, did my little. I was studying to be a paralegal. When I was younger, I used to want to be a rapper. I used to want to be a comedian. I used to want to be a porno star. I used to want to be. I think that was pretty much about it. I never really want to play in the NBA. I didn't have the drive or dedication to really excel my skill level to that point. Um, I did want to be a fighter. I've been doing martial arts since I was 1994, all the way up to 2012. Currently, I still do it. I've done karate, Tang Soo Do, Aikido, Jiu-Jitsu, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Krav Maga, Silat, Combat Sambo, wrestling, um, Silat, and you name it. I mean, I pretty much probably have done it. Um, I have a black belt in I have a black belt in karate. Um, I have a black belt in Aikido, and I'm pretty high ranked in Muay Thai. I'm certified in Krav Maga. I do not have a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Working on that. Um, Tang Soo Do, black belt, and that's pretty much about it. Other than that, uh, I came across real estate investing back in 2008. Came across a guy named Lloyd Irvin. Master Lloyd Irvin, respectfully, is what I call him, and another woman named Vicky Irvin, which is his wife. Two couples dominating the DMV area, Washington D.C. Washington D.C. is where I'm from, and they were just having a seminar and talking about look, this is how you host, this is how you make five, 10, 15, $20,000. And at that time, I wasn't a paralegal anymore. I quit mainly because I didn't like my lawyer. I just don't want to do that no more. I didn't even want to be an attorney no more after that. Then I got to Macy's, I got into loss prevention, I started catching people steal, which is fun, but it wasn't something I wanted to do. Uh, um, been incarcerated, jail time, convicted felon. That's me, a convicted felon. Can't vote, can't own a handgun. Um, It is what it is. Pretty much, I don't know, maybe arrested. I've probably been arrested maybe about 5 times. Just dumb stuff. Just dumb shit. But, other than that, met those two, called 997 to get in the program. I said, you know what? I need to do this. I want to get into real estate. I want to learn how to make $10,000 to $15,000 with no money down. That's what he told me. No money down. Yeah, right. All right. It's sort of like that, kind of. Don't get me wrong. I love Lloyd Irvin and Vicky Irvin. They the two best. Man, they're like my business mogul icons. Like Greg Davis, super affiliate, 1/3 of Rockstar Alliance. Maury Langshaw. These guys have been the people that when I started out. Uh, so I started out doing subject to deals. I started out finding properties with equity, 30% equity. 25, 40% equity. I started doing subject twos. I started signing the contracts of doing other subject two with the property, then assign over to an investor. If anybody doesn't know what a subject two is subject to existing financing, pretty much taking over somebody's payments. The loan stays in their name. The loan stays in the seller's name, but the payments will be, I will be making the payments for the seller's behalf. Just another way for me not to get financing from a traditional institution. Just another way for a seller to have another option to get out of a property if the other option fails. Okay. Um, so what I did was I took over property. I took over the property. I'm sorry. I took over the mortgage payment. I didn't exactly take it over. I put in the contract that I was gonna take it over. Structured the contract with the 30 days. In between those 30 days, I put a signability clause in there, signed my rights to that contract over to my end buyer, and he took over the payments. The payments were prorated, I think 30 days after the closing date. And voila, usually what they did was they usually will just rent it out. They'll do some type of lease option. They'll flip it on the back end, or they'll do a rental, or they'll sometimes they'll even live in it. So, pretty much that's how I pretty much was getting my deals done that way. What was happening was that the market was drying up where I could find these deals that had equity. It was getting to the point where every deal was a short sale. Every deal was a short sale. I didn't even know what short sales were back then in 2008, 2009. So it's funny because back in 2009, when I was trying my hardest to find these subject to deals, just doing all these deals, trying to do subject to. Didn't have any money for marketing because I got fired from my job for fighting. Long story. I don't even want to get into that. But I was jobless, and I was like, I don't want another job. I want to go hard in this business with no money. All right, and I didn't have any marketing money. None, no marketing money whatsoever. I had a few money for some banner signs. Maybe I did door knocking. I did stuff like that, left flyers, cold call, people to classify that, done it all. Drove for dollars. Didn't even know about tax assessment websites or how you can look people up. Didn't know about none of that stuff. See, back when I started, there was no Drew Downs, Chorus, or Prince Ely, or Kenny Russian. There wasn't none of these. All these people you see out now, none of that stuff was out back then. None of it. It was the only thing that was out really was Nathan Jurek. Nathan Jurek had a course out that he just put out after I got started, and it was about short sales. But other as far as wholesaling, it was the main people like Mike Collins, Ron LeGrand, um, Armando Monte, like people like that. It was the older stuff that's been out, stuff that's been written and been done like 2001, 2004. Strategies that weren't even really utilized to today's market. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't that much stuff out there. There wasn't no Chris Chico's course. It wasn't Marcel Humphrey's ebook. It wasn't none of that out there. What else? Clever. I'm sorry. Cody Sperber, the Clever Investor. His stuff wasn't out there. Greg Clement. I mean, we go down the list. None of these guys had products out back then. None of them. None. So I was learning this stuff pretty much. I didn't even use Bigger Pockets. I didn't even know what Bigger Pockets was. The only person I found out was I was on this guy named Andre Johnson's page. Andre Johnson's a marketer out of Sykesville, Maryland. He's pretty good at what he does. He was also doing real estate back in the boom days, back when everything was like so sellable, right? And I came on his page and I seen his video he put out there, Mark Whitten. It was 2009. Mark Whitten did this crazy ass video with him in a white T-shirt standing beside a banner sign. I remember exactly what he said. He said, you know what? This is what Mark Whitten said. He said, hey, what's going on, y'all? This is Mark Whitten from the Equity Depot. And I'm just coming to you live from the east side of Baltimore. And I just want to tell y'all that this real estate game out here is real. I mean, it's real. This stuff is really, really happening to me, and I just want to help all my folks from Baltimore as much as possible. Um, Take a look right here. It's a bandit sign right here. It says "We buy houses." So, what you want to do is, if you don't have much money for marketing, or you can't really put yourself out there to really put yourself in front of motivated sellers, what you can do is you can just call this "We Buy Houses" sign, see what properties they have available. Then you find another "We Buy Houses" sign, call them, and see they got a buyer. connect those two together and get half of the wholesale fee. You know what I'm saying? Like I saw that video. Then I saw another video where he said, "Yo, I got a big buyers list, 17,000, almost 18,000 people my buyers list. He take on big jobs, small jobs. Ask Mark. He got videos saying exactly what he said. And I saw that video and I was like, damn, I need to get in touch with this nigga. Seriously. He's up the street, 40 minutes away from me. And I'm like, hey, I got me a local dude. You know, my people that I learned from, Lloyd and Vicky, they were so expensive as far as their coaching. It was about $997 for the coaching, for the high level coaching program. I'm like, whoa, I got that. I just gave you $997 to teach me this shit. So I'm like, all right, straight up, I'm gonna hit him. I'm gonna hit up this guy Mark Whitman. I forgot how I got in touch with him. I emailed him, called him up. Never been in Mark Whitman's program in my life. I've never been a part of Equity Depot ever. But the cool part is that by me being on his email list, me talking to him, me seeing how he does his daily business, it really is just like, it really made me really understand how this business works. As far as wholesaling houses for cash, I was always doing subject to deals. Mark wasn't doing subject to deals. He was flipping free and clear homes. You know what I'm saying? So most of them were vacant. A lot of subject to deals I was doing was occupied. So I was out there getting there. I was still trying to do what he was doing. I was going out to Baltimore, drive for dollars, trying to find some houses, trying to cold call these people, trying to figure out, what I could do with it. I really didn't know how to comp. I still really didn't have an idea about how earnest money worked, but it was getting it over time. Then 2000 and what was that? 2009, 2010. I ran into a young man named Mike Jones. Mike the Flip Man Jones, right? Didn't even meet Marcel Humphrey yet. I just met Mike Jones. Met Mike Jones through Mark Whitman's page. Mike Jones made $20,000 in a month using Drew Down's Do Deals Today with Cash Buyers system. I was like, whoa, all right, let me call this guy up. He hits me up and said, yo, I help you, I got you, buy this junk, hit me up. Bought it because I came across some extra cash. It was $497 back then. Came across the due deal system, and that system, man, you want to talk about a system that took my business to the next level? I didn't even know what the MLS really was. He told you I didn't even know that shit. Finding cash buyers on the MLS. You know what I'm saying? I was like, wow, how you find? He told you how to find properties on the MLS. Taught you how to do a market analysis. Taught you how to find the cash buyers. Taught you how to sell them to the same cash buyers you found on MLS. Make offers on the MLS. All you utilize the MLS. It was crazy. And I ended up doing like 3 deals, and I'm making it was $10,000. It was in a month of May. It was like $10,000. I struggled with it a little bit. I had Mike Jones help me out. He was always there to help me out. To this day, if I call Mike Jones and say what's up, got an issue with a deal, I definitely know he'll help me out. That's the type of guy he is. Then when I went down to the office, over there oh, they far as hell. I forgot where it was at, but it was off some crazy ass highway. And that's when I met Marcel Humphrey. I didn't know who Marcel. I just seen this guy. He was like, hey man, how you doing? He's all smiling, like he's all happy. You're like, oh, he must not be married. You know what I'm saying? He was real cool. Came to see Mike Jones because he was showing me how to comp properties correctly using this crazy method in MLS that he taught me how to comp properties using blocks. It was ridiculous. I'm telling you, man, that dude knows his stuff. A plus neighborhood knows their stuff. Um, so from there, I just took everything I learned from that, and I just started doing deals using MLS, making offers on short sales, making offers on listed properties, whether REOs, private sellers, whatever. It was utilized MLS. Um, then I came across Mr. 3 Days. It was in the summer of 2010. I came across Mr. 3 Days, Mike Beecroft and Chris Denner. These dudes were these white, goofy looking motherfuckers with flip flops on, and they were short sale rock stars down in Florida. And I'm like, all right, well, let me get on this short sale rock star wave. Hit them up. How much it cost? $5,000. Oh, okay. Yeah, I ain't playing. Cool. $5,000 it was. I did it in payments, and they had this turnkey program, and it was crazy, man, how they were doing their deals, man. Property mitigation is the best. They're the best. Clear Title, Gary, Walter, man, They're getting it, man. They was it was really helpful. Um, on how to do them short sale deals. So I was doing those deals. I was making a lot of money doing short sales with their program. I was, really doing a lot of deals. Um, still pretty much active in my business. I was still doing wholesaling, making offers on short sale listed properties. I was still, I found out that how to do some direct mail, how to do some direct mail. I was, doing direct mail, sending out postcards and letters to homeowners that had a call service, Pat Live, that I was using to answer my phone call. So stuff was really, stuff was booming. It was really, I was really doing well. Um, and I will say, in the process, I picked up a few courses. I got in the Preston Elite Coaching Program, his REO Coaching Program. I actually went down to Florida to go, talk to him. Uh, so that was a good experience learning REOs from him. Traveled up to New York, talked to Jamel Gibbs, my REOs up there. So that's my REO background. Pretty much I kind of picked up the wholesaling thing, the flipping house cash from Mark Whitten, really, and my mentor is Lord Vicky Irvin. But I really got the short sale thing down for Mr. 3 Days. And when I was talking to Mike Jones, he really taught me how to really just flip properties to cash buyers. I mean, he really taught me how to get a property, knowing how to comp it, how to find out what to offer on the property, how to get it low enough to make a nice profit to the cash buyer. And that's really where he's really good at. Mike Jones is really good at getting the house at the right price, at selling it at the right price to make $10,000 spread. He's just good like that. So if anybody's watching this video, you need to go network, talk to Mike Jones. Okay? He's a Buccaneers fan, and we'll leave it at that. Redskins. Alright? So we know everything's good. This 3 A's program worked. It was well worth the $5,000. Chris Denner, Mike Beecroft, you know what I'm saying? Pat Gibson. Pat's the man. Y'all, anybody know Pat? Don't know Pat Gibson? This is Facebook Pat the Rockstar Gibson. Just look him up. The dude's a beast. He doesn't do anything with it. He doesn't do nothing but sit down and let his team do everything for him. He's the man. You know what I'm saying? And Drew Downs, of course, we had our differences, whatever, from a little video I did a little while ago doing a testimonial. But his business model worked. The due deals today system worked. And if you want the system, just hit me up. We got paper though. Other than that, fast forward a little bit. I also got into bulk REO investing through Kenny Rushing. I did do two bulk deals. I did a bulk deal actually from Susan Lasseter's course, 36,000, and another bulk deal for like it was like $28,000. So it was small deals and all that. I had a few big bulk deals not work out, but that's a whole other story. Terrence Oaks, you know where I'm coming from. Now we're gonna fast forward to today, and everything that I've learned through. I'm sorry, take that back. Also was a part of. Anybody know Brian Hatkins? I was a part of Brian Hatkins' coaching program, which was teaching you how to autopilot, how to work 3 to 15 hours a week. I don't care what nobody says. You can work 5 hours a week, kinda. Not really, kinda. I mean, 10 to 15. You know, you gotta make sure everybody doing what they gotta do. But outside of that, I mean, the way I do it, man, you really gotta do nothing. Brian Hackins is an automation beast, and he taught me how to pretty much automate my business. Using the 4 hour work week and how to just really scale back and just learn how to cut checks. Learn how to get 100% off 1,000 people instead of 100% off yourself, and that was the main thing. And so fast forward today, right now, also in the process of my 4 years of doing real estate, I learned lease option wholesaling from the wonderful Wendy Patton. That's my homie Wendy Patton. You know what I'm saying? I don't talk to her like I used to, but she's definitely Wendy Patton all day. Um, other than that, oh yeah, shout out to our man Eric Balawala down in Texas. He was somebody that I was talking to about wholesaling a while ago. 2 years ago, he got me started with the whole. He actually got me started with the yellow letters. It's funny, he got me doing yellow letters. With Eric Balois, I never forget. He wrote my first yellow letter. He's killing it. He is killing it in Texas. I'm telling you. I think he's in Dallas. Y'all go to Dallas. Y'all be ready to compete against Eric. I'm telling you. He's got that market wrapped up. Um, Fast forward right now, I I'm currently doing I'm currently working on 102 no 107 short sale deals right now. And the way I'm able to do that, I still do lease option wholesaling on the side. I still got that automated too. Not as big as I do short sales. I think short sales is more lucrative for me. I still do other motivational deals on the side. I own 12 rental properties, which I bought all subject to existing financing, all of them. Never spent more than probably $15,000 at the close table. That's how crazy them deals are working that I'm doing. But 110 short sale deals. Now I'm gonna break down to you exactly how it is that I'm working on 110 short sale deals. Think like, how the fuck you working on 110 short sale deals? There's only one person. But like I tell my people, if you can do 10 deals by yourself, how you do 20? Just make you another you. How you do 30? You another you. How you do 40? You another you. How you do 100? All right. It's all about a team. Okay. You feel me? It's all about a team. You got the E, S, B, um, shit, I forgot. It's business and I think it's investor. Okay? And unless if you're still constantly in your business, you know what I'm saying, making sure things are getting done yourself and without you it will suffer, you're in the S column. You're in the self-employee column, which is cool. Hey, knock yourself out. So if you want to be in the B column, that's where it gets serious. You feel me? So I learned this from Brian Hackett, Lloyd Irvin, Vicky Irvin, all these people. I picked their brains and I put it into one thing that I base my business off of, and that is complete automation, hands off. Because like Lloyd Irvin says, if you if you have one business leg that's making money and it goes away, then you don't have anything. You're not getting any income. You need one business leg to fund the second leg. Okay, that second leg, that business, that one leg is now a free leg. It's cool. It's a fresh free leg. It's making money. Your second leg is now once that gets all profits, you're gonna fund your third leg. Now you got two legs that are sitting chilling. All right. While your third leg is building up its bread, building up its revenue, so then you can fund a fourth leg. Then you can have that lifestyle you wanted to. Most people they get that first leg, make $1 million, 100 grand a month, 50 grand a month, and they want to get that lifestyle. What happens when that leg goes? Remember, you cannot survive off one leg. Can you walk around on one leg? Maybe you can. I wouldn't advise to do that. You might fall a few times. If you have a table, can your table stand on one leg? Yeah, if it's in the center or in the middle, but what happens when that leg is chopped off? Shit falls. Alright? Just saying. So, with my short sale business, right now I have 110 deals. I have 23 realtors right now that I hired. I have six, 16 contractors that get commission based, 4 managers that manage different sectors of my short sale business. I have a call service that I own. I own a call service. I have a call service where I hired 4 people, no, 5 people off Craigslist, started an entity, started a company, and put them under 1099 underneath my company. So they only work exclusively for me. They all have land phones that they work from that when they call people call a number, they pick up. I have a direct mail team. I don't use click to mail. I have my own click to mail team. You feel me? I started my own entity, and I have a click to mail team per se that works for me that sends off my letters. It's like 5 of them. They stuff, stamp, write them out. All right. Why do I have 2 companies that do something that I can pay somebody else to do? Why? Because I'm not paying the money that those companies want, and I get the tax write-off at the end. You feel me? So I'm eventually going to open up to the public so I can start cash flowing inside my entities. Okay? Makes sense, right? Think like a businessman. Think like the wealthy. All right? Now, I designed my business model based off of 500 Fortune companies, actually. Looked at Walmart, looked at Target, looked at Sears, JCPenney. You go to any Walmart, you go to any McDonald's, it's all the same business structure. There's always a head person, a middle person, a low level person. All right? When people hire VAs, they hire a virtual assistant. What you should be hiring is somebody that's your left hand person, right hand person. Maybe a BA could be that, but you want to hire like a manager, then a little lower level entry VA. All right, you want to have some type of chain of command going on. All right, so when you're not there, you have somebody who has some type of authority, somebody who can put people in their place, let them know what's good. They're working your business. Okay, so I'm explaining to you before I cut this video off how my short sales work. Okay, okay. I got a company that I buy 2,500 leads from every single 14. For every 14 days, 2,500 letters go out to pre-foreclosure potential short sale deals. Okay, my team puts the letters together. They put my message on there. They write them out. They send them out. Boom. Those same people would then call my call center that I have set up through my LLC, another LLC that will answer the phones, filter the calls, and then put them in an email in a Microsoft Excel, send it off to my head top manager, the one who's over the other three, who's been with me the longest. She then she then divvies out the leads to the different managers who would then check them out. They will they would just kind of pretty much put them in order, whatever, put them in like some type of like category. They'll just put them like based on numbers, and they'll send them out to my realtors. I usually try to give each realtor at least 5 listings to work on at a time. I don't really want them to be bombarded. I want them to be working on like 5 listings at a time. That's why I got 20 and 23. So most every agent I have always has at least 5 listings they're working on, or maybe more. Okay, so they get the leads, they send them to my realtor. Right, the main realtor's job is to call that listing, call that person back, whoever that Excel spreadsheet from, call them back, and then get them on the phone, and then once they get them on the phone, they set up an appointment. Now that little listing agents are now going to before they go out there, they're gonna run in numbers, and they're gonna go out there. They're gonna run in numbers, run it by my manager, make sure everything checks out. And they're gonna go out there and meet the appointment. They're gonna get the listing. How they get the listing? Because I send the contractor with the listing agent too. When a contractor comes in there, before the listing agent even tells them what he wants to list it for or what is a good CMA for, he has them do an estimate, a repair estimate. Have my contractor repair estimate. Gives the repair estimate, gives to the realtor. Realtor gets on the little iPad that I bought them. They all have an iPad, and they go through and they figure out, hey, what's the best offer? They already know what to offer them. We just making it seem like we know. We just going through the process, but we know what we want the property for. We want the property for at our BPO price. So what we do is we take the 3 lowest comps, we average them out, and we offer about 50%. No, we offer about 40 to 50% of that to the bank. All right, minus repairs, okay? 40% minus repairs. All right. Now, how do we get the homeowner to agree to, to list the short sale or do a short sale? We explain them how the short sale helps them. We also explain, hey, look, we got a buyer who's going to step in here and buy at this price right now, get this short sale moving right now today. Feel me? You see if I'm following with this? Now the process is going to be moving. The short sale is going to be moving. It's not standstill active on the MLS. Now the short sale is going to move. All right, we got a standstill offer and we got a repair estimate sheet. So boom, now it's time to get now it's time to submit for the short sale, act on it. We're gonna we take that deal that we got with that seller, we give it to my negotiation team. I have negotiators that I hired that work with me exclusively to negotiate my short sale with the bank. They'll look at the deal, they'll assess it, they'll put together a short sale package based on the lender that it's coming from, put together a social package in a particular order we needed to be in, and then we'll send it to the realtor. We give them like 96 hours to get everything back, and then we get everything back to the short sale negotiator. She then make sure we got everything, and then that from there, that's when we submit it and we order what you call the payoffs. Okay. And we get the BPO order, we get the exterior BPO order, and the interior BPO order. Okay, so from there, once now the only people that have access to the lockbox is me and the agent and the contractor. So when I've trained the agent and the contractor on how to influence the BPO. So when they call the realtor to meet with him to get him to get in the property, the realtor brings what? He brings information he needs to educate the BPO agent on or appraiser on the short sale, on the property, on the whatever is worth. That's what we're there for. That's what we're there to do. So what we do is we bring a hardship letter. We bring sex credit reports. We bring crime reports. We bring local vacancies that's going on the property, even local foreclosures, anything that's burned down. We bring um, we bring the contractor's estimate repair sheet, and he takes that sheet and he walks with the person in the property and points out everything that's wrong with the property and how much it's gonna cost to fix up. You're gonna say that's not gonna help influence the DPO? Hell yeah, it's gonna help influence the DPO. So when we done, um, 7 days later, we have we before we leave, we get the business card from the BPO agent. We have somebody call that same number 7 days later, ask if they're interested in the price. 85% we get the price out of it. We say, hey, look, I'm interested in the property. I'm looking to buy it. I heard you're the go-to guy. What does the bank want for this property? Because I'm pre-approved. The BPO let us, the agent lets us know what the price is. We know that's exactly where the bank is going to come around at. So at least we know a week later that this is what the bank potentially pretty much is going to come back with the price at. And we'll see how it compares to our particular BPO price that we initially offered. All right. This way, it saves us a whole month to wait for the bank to come back and tell us, something a month later that this deal is not going to work. At least I know if I want to back out or want to keep going. I'm the buyer, so I can back out if I want. I may not want it no more at the BPO price is high. I may leave the listing agent may still keep the listing because hey, you want to keep wanting to keep the listing, but me, I'm out. When we make the offer to the bank originally as the BPO price, we use what we call like an ICE method. What we do is once we get the listing, we immediately switch it to contract. Boom. So we listen to the contract. So they might see a $30,000 offer on the contract because you got to remember the bank is looking at the price on the MLS and the BPO agent is looking at it. So we can't make it high because they're going to say, well, why is the BPO, why is the offer so low, but then you got the active so high. So we make it automatically low. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And then actually keep it active for like 3 days. Then we switch to the contract just to get some interest, off of it. And now once the BPOs have been finished, that's when our negotiator goes to the stages of negotiating our getting the property approved price. A lot of times I tend the bank comes back and counters. They come back and counter. Say we put the price in for 25,000 in the low market, 25,000. The BPO price may come back at 33. Let's say we can sell it for 50. We'll probably just counter back at 30. Like, come on, now, make it $30,000. Contract at $30,000. That's our counter offer. Um, and if they accept it, they accept it. We're happy. That's what we want. We want to get this stuff accepted and approved and done with. Now, then the bank will come back with a deed restriction. Most likely the banks will come back with a deed restriction. Say you can't reflip the property for 30 days to 120 days, even 180 days. I see one that said a year. You think that's gonna phase me? Before we even send it off, we have the seller sign a addendum saying that we can change our name in the contract. We can put an LLC on the contract. We get a 30-day inspection after the approval, after the short sale written acceptance letter is done. We get a 10-day inspection period. Um, no, we get 30-day closing after the approval, after a written acceptance letter. We get a 10-day inspection clause after the acceptance too, because we know it takes so long to get it done. Sometimes the houses aren't in the same shape we had originally. All right. Sometimes people want to come and steal copper and shit. So we pretty much got addendum signed to where we're pretty much cool if we got to do anything with a contract structure or anything. So when a deed restriction comes, there's three options we do. We either assign LLC, we'll back out and have the seller close the buyer A to C, or we'll just double close. It just depends on what the deed restriction says and what we can and what we cannot do. It don't matter. We're still going to get it done. That's why we close 85% of our short sales because we don't give up on the deals. We make sure we get these shits closed. I'm not letting the bank keep me from making my money because they want to be assholes and be jealous because I make more money than they probably get back, whatever, which is a loss, but they get something back. But hey, don't hate the game, be a part of it. All right. So from there, let's just say we can't double close, and I have to change my name on the contract. Let's just say I want to add the buyer to the contract. I'll add my buyer to the contract. I'll explain what I'm doing. Add the buyer to the contract. Have them quick claim me off the deed at closing. Pay me a fee for it. Pay me a fee to actually quit me off the deed. Um, Only thing you got to pay is transfer recordation fee, and Maryland's only 1%. LLC assignment, that's pretty easy. You just assign an interesting LLC over to your buyer. We keep it off the HUD, making sure the bank don't see it. Um, it's like $97 over here to buy LLC. And the other one is double closing, which is we'll take possession of the property, take title to the property, resell about a few minutes, or a few hours, or a day. So do an A to B, and then we'll do a B to C. A to B with the seller, I'm the B, and then I'm the B. Also, that I do the C, which is the buyer, double close. Got to pay closing costs and stuff like that. But I don't really want to do double closes. You get the A to C, which is I actually back out the B position, let the buyer come in, and let the buyer just back out the B, and have the seller just close the C, and I just had the bank to change the approval letter to the C buyer, so the seller can close the C buyer, and I had the C buyer pay me a release fee at closing, have them deposit the release fee in escrow a day before the closing, and that's how I get paid from that. So, in a nutshell, I got all these managers. I got 4 managers. I got 23 realtors. I got like 16 contractors. And all we got my team just send out letters, taking it back to the call service. They filter from the call service. From the call service, they send a lease on my head manager. Head manager divides the leads up, allocates it to different managers, who then gives them to the realtor. The realtors just take those leads, call them up, set up appointments. The job is to get the listing at the BPO price that we have all that we got agreed on. Um, we already got to buy, move, and bring the contract in there. Get the house estimated with an accurate estimate. Um, get the listing. Get the BPO package signed. Get it developed and signed by the homeowners. Get that thing submitted. Order the payoffs. Get the BPO. I'm sorry. Get the exterior, interior BPOs out there. I already trained the agents and the contractors. Get them out there to influence the BPO price. Documents that I mentioned earlier. Get the approval. Get the negotiation team negotiated down to our BPO price. We want approval at. Either we get the approval letter, either be double close, LLC sign or add device to the contract, or back out the contract, close the ADC. Whatever we decide to do is what we'll pretty much do. We're gonna close it though. We close it. We get paid. I pay the contractor about $25 per property he looks at. I pay the realtor 6% or whatever realtor closed on the deal. Managers get 6% commission, and I get the rest of the profits. That's how it works. That's called automation right there. I don't do anything. Everything's already done. The letters are already sent out every 14 days. They know that. Calls are answered. They know that. Leads are sent to my managers. They know that. Managers send leads to my realtors. The realtors know that. Managers know that. Realtors know to call the listing and get the appointment. They know that. They know to get the property at a BPO price, 40-50% off, including repairs, tacked off of that. They know that. The negotiator knows to get the social package together once we have a solidified deal. They know that. The realtor knows to utilize the ICE method with our short sellers. They know that. They already know how to influence BPO. They know once to get the call. The realtor just calls the contractor of whatever contractor that can get that's available. And I mean most of them are signed a contractor, and then they go out there and influence BPO. They know that. You know what I'm saying? Once we get it back, the manager already knows what to do when the show sale approval comes back. They already know what options we can use if there's a deed restriction. They'll probably just maybe email me and say, hey, look, I think it's best if we do this option. I would say, all right, go ahead. Knock yourself out. Just make sure we get that money at the end of the day. Automation. 102 deals working feverishly. That's how we're able to close 6 or 7 of these deals a month. And it's short sales. But that's how we're able to do them. It's because of that. It's because we have a system in place, saving yourself time, energy, money. We have a system in place. Everybody knows their role. Everybody has training. Everybody knows what they need to be doing. And that's why I rock out with short sales all day, every day, any day. And at this point now, I'm just working on my short sale business, keep expanding it, you know, buying properties for myself, landlord wise. I'm actually getting into some PPC marketing in October with Greg Davis. Um, and just trying to just build different legs, man, income streams. So hopefully everybody enjoyed this video. Hopefully you did too, mine. Even if you don't want to talk to me. Um, this is me. This is how the biz works. Anybody got any questions about short sales, lease options, how to attack motivated sellers, how to do, how to look for how to, if you want to buy a home, come to me about buying and holding, how to do subject to owner financing deals, um, how to do, how to deal with luxury housing. Talk to me. I know what I'm doing. Been doing it for 4 years. It's been a long, grinding 4 years, but I'm telling you, it's paid off, and I'm blessed. And I'm definitely thankful. Okay, so thanks to everybody who actually watched this long ass video. And if you got any feedback, just hit me in my inbox, and I'll be glad to talk to you. All right, peace.